actually got Kyle and Crystal Jenner on your podcast, Poggies. Chat, Marco. I'm glad I found you guys. Yellow heart, yellow heart, yellow heart. Worked 4 months. Hi chat people, hey. BB latte time.
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Hasanabi podcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles. We are live and alive. Boys, girls, and MBs. I hope you're all having a fantastic one. Okay? I do. 71 degrees and sunny here in California, Los Angeles, and this is a beautiful Thursday morning. Thursday, June 24th, 2021, 11:22 a.m. A little late by 10 minutes. It was because I was doing a podcast earlier with Crystal Ball and Kyle Kalinske. So,
book.
That's the reason why I was a little late. That's also the reason why I had this background. Will you talk to me about Sam Harris and center right, some IDW folks? No.
My nose isn't runny anymore.
Anyway, today's gonna be a big one, boys. Gonna be a big one. We're gonna talk about the Free Britney movement, Britney Spears' conservatorship. We're gonna talk about John McAfee, which is basically like a fucking deep dive into murder mystery slash. It's literally like a murder mystery slash politics thing.
Have a good day, Hassan.
I'm also going to talk about the woke general. I'll probably get started on that one and the counterpoints and how angry people are. Also, as of this is also breaking news, but Joe Biden claims that he has a deal on infrastructure with the bipartisan group of senators. We got to look at the details of that situation, of course. I am not too excited about it because, this was an infrastructure bill that was absolutely unnecessarily turned into a bipartisan bill. So, of course, the most Democrat thing you can do. Most Democrat thing you can do basically is to take something where you don't need any bipartisan support or help and turn it into a bipartisan bill for no virtue.
1 month into you.
Just for no reason other than the fact that it is bipartisan. That's it. Bipartisanship in and of itself is held up as a virtue. We're going to talk about that as well, obviously. Sorry, I'm doing already politics before I do my before we get to other stuff.
Hassle.
McAfee had a dead man switch? Shut the fuck up.
Six months down, many to come.
Okay.
Has.
The only thing nearly as bad as the fact that they watered down the infrastructure bill as a cinema and mansion get the hoist as a W. Yeah, I despise these people. So, I mean, don't get me started. We'll talk about it. So why mom on TikTok calls her baby crying? White girl tears? We'll see. Anyway, this is part of the news where I, tell you a little bit of my personal life. I watched Loki. I ended the stream last night. Rated Will. Congratulations to Will for his G4 announcement. And I hung out with my family. I rated Will and I went and I hung out with my family. We watched Loki last night. It's pretty fucking good, honestly. I like it. Apparently people are very mad that Loki came out as bi. I didn't even see that part. But like Loki has always canonically been bisexual in the Marvel franchises and also just in mythology as well. So I don't know why. Like he's a fucking god, dude. They're literally like, people are upset that Loki's bisexual, but literally nobody's mad. Actually, that's not true. Not a lot of people are upset. It's just that like, I saw one fucking tweet and like under that tweet, I only saw negative, like, what the fuck? This is woke shit. It's fucking bullshit.
Hey, yo, chat.
And I think it's just like people running through the motions. Anyway.
Pogo and the Beatles contributed to the militarization of police forces but were themselves against segregation and acted on it.
What? Okay. Fucking cancel the Beatles, I guess. Anyway, what was I gonna say? There was more that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, it's just like, I watched Loki last night. It was good. I woke up early as fuck this morning, get a fucking routine checkup for my doctor, see everything that's going on. I'm about to hit 30. Told him like, I was basically like, yo, what's up? Like, what's up with this TRT shit? Like, is it coming? Should I get it? Should I get TRT yet? Like, when should I get started on this? You know what I mean? And TRT's testosterone replacement therapy, for those of you who don't know. So basically, I was just like, what's the deal? But the problem is, if I get testosterone replacement therapy, the problem is like, I will lose my hair. Like, so I can't do it. So I'm in a weird bind here. Where, like, I just can't do it yet. You know what I mean? One day I'm gonna give up on hair and then I'll just go fucking buck wild. Wait, why are you trying the therapy then? I'm not. I'm just talking to my doctor. No, I just like fuck around. They typically will run your blood and make a decision from there. Unless you're all super low, you have no non-conservative doctor, they likely won't recommend it for you. I mean, I do live in LA, so who knows? I feel like half the fucking town is on TRT. Anyway. So after that, I did the podcast with Margot. And wait, did I just say Margot? What the fuck? I just read something from the fucking chat. I did the podcast with, dude, my brain is so broken. It was Ninjite, dude. Where the fuck is he? I'm gonna fucking ban him. I'm gonna ban Ninjite. This motherfucker, like, oh, never mind. He wasn't in here. It was someone else. Damn, I almost fucking banned him for no reason. I did the podcast with Kyle Kalinske, and and Crystal Ball. They have a new podcast. We just recorded it. And that was a lot of fun. There's a little bit of a debate in the end. Not with Kyle, but with Crystal on my criticisms of Saagar. Because I think he's like hella reactionary towards China. And I told him that. But yeah, that's all it is. I'm here now, and we're gonna talk about the news. So I'm just gonna fucking blast out that we're live. I still haven't figured out what to play next as far as video games goes. So I gotta figure that out. This weekend and the upcoming week, there's gonna be a lot of fun shit going on though. Now, what I mean by that is, how is Kyle's personality off stream? He's exactly the same as he is on stream. He's awesome. I love Kyle. Anyway, as far as I don't know about what game I'm gonna play right now, but having said that, I do have a lot of fucking content lined up for the upcoming week. We have on Sunday, we have like the G4 announcement thing, like the party, whatever. And then next week, we're going to do a roast of me, which we might do in person, actually. There's a lot of people coming in to town. So I'm going to try to see if I can figure out like IRL streaming. And if I could do that, then we could have a lot of fucking fun. We could do some like really fun IRL streams here in Los Angeles. So change up the pace a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So that is actually exciting. Kyle is barstool left, that's why we love him. I mean, I'm fucking more barstool left than Kyle is, I think. I think I'm more of a bro. I'm a bigger bro than Kyle is, but I'm also like probably more woke, I guess. Not like, I mean like capital W woke, you know what I mean? The infrastructure bill does not have new taxes. No, that's why the bipartisan infrastructure bill is bullshit for the most part. Like, anyway, here, let's tweet it out. Let's tweet out that I'm fucking live. Oh, that coward Rice Gum. I'll just say this much. Call him out right now. I fucking DM'd him, dude. And I said, when? Yeah, I literally just said when. You know? That's it. That's all you need to say. For cowards like Rice Gum. When? You know what I mean? What is this? Meow Meow fan club?
So I think the left has a problem. And it's this man right here.
What? Why are you sending me like girls with like 36 views, dude? Why? Like what do you want? Like what? You send me stuff like this. The left has a problem. And then like the fucking annoying asshole's gonna go in there and be dickheads. Like, don't do it. I'll ban you if you go there and be dickheads. I can't watch these videos anymore because like people go ape shit. Do not do it.
And it's this man right here. His name is Hassan Piker. He regularly has 50,000 people watching him on Twitch. I started watching with my boyfriend earlier in the pandemic, and I thought it was cool that he was finding a good place to get news and learn leftist values, until I realized every time this man was opening his mouth about women or women's issues, he was so derogatory and sexist and disgusting, frankly. He loves Western beauty standards. He loves pornography. He's always talking about how like horny he is on the internet for everyone to hear. 50,000 people watch him. This guy is a creep and he's a borderline incel. We can't allow men like this to have positions of influence in leftism if we want men to not be animals.
Okay. Very valid criticism. Okay, guys, do not say anything. Do not go there. Do not fucking comment on her post. Don't do it. Good. Yeah, we got it. I am an incel because I'm sex positive and also pro sex work. I know. Real leftist. Real leftism is when you are anti-sex work, and the more anti-sex work you are, the more of a leftist you are. That's how it works. Incels, of course, are also very pro-sex work. So I think she's being legit funny now. I don't know. Maybe she might have been just like memeing. Yes. Guys, we've talked about this before. Leftism is when you don't come. And the less you come, the more leftist you are. Leftism is when you don't laugh. And the less you laugh, the more leftist you are. I'm sorry, boys. This is how it works, okay? This is how it works. Also, I will fuck your boyfriend, okay? Do you understand me? Take this as a threat. Keep speaking out like this. I will fuck your boyfriend, dude. Okay? You better watch yourself, okay? That's all I got. Just to make a statement, dude. I will steal your fucking boyfriend, okay? I'll do it. Anyway. Could we hear some thoughts on McAfee being approved for extradition and then being found dead in his prison cell? Would love to hear. He was approved last night. Yeah, I know. She's lying. No Hasanabi viewer has a girlfriend. Well, she has a boyfriend. Okay. So, let's get started. I'm going to tweet out that I'm live. Okay. Daycare is open. I'm live and alive. We're talking infrastructure bill breaking news. CRT defending woke general, and angry conservatives. Hashtag free Britney now. And John McAfee conspiracies. Get in now. This is dense. www.twitch.tv/Hasanabi. Okay, there it is. Nothing to be sex positive. It's kind of true that you have to work a bit hard to take a feminist approach, though. I'm not going to lie. Just general rhetoric around women. You can be a little derogatory. You can come off as degrading from sexual violence. Peer support volunteer here. Sexual violence. In what way?
And education. And
anyway, I'm not going to talk about that right now. Okay, sorry.
The president making it clear the two have to happen in tandem for him to sign either.
Chat, I will literally never look at like random fucking TikToks with like silly views and stuff. If you literally go there and fucking start mods, you can ban people that you find in the comments. Okay? And we'll get a BF so you can fuck him, says Bean Girl 3000. Okay, thanks. It's like,
one of them.
Don't be fucking annoying.
The president is talking about today is how is it going to get paid for? Some compromises here that the White House has looked at, that Republicans have looked at, related to, for example, no gas tax. You've got money coming out of COVID relief. But the president is basing this, he says, on trust, that he trusts the negotiators who are in the room, including some Republicans, despite the fact that some in his own party on his left flank have some real concerns about how this moves forward.
Well, look, this is why Joe Biden went out to the step. I mean, you know, the bigger piece of news he made is he made the decision to announce the deal with the senators. It was a bit of political theater, but he went out, as you know, we call him the stakeout mic. You never see president go out there. That's where the people that meet with the president go out and tell you about their meeting with the president. He put himself front and center.
Wow, dude, he's a communist.
You vote against this bill, you're voting against me. I'm the leader of your party. I'm your president. So he put his stamp on there, but he also made it clear in front of those Republican senators that were standing behind him that he also expects this reconciliation bill to happen. You know, I look, at the end of the day, Sinema and Manchin have a ton of leverage here, and the White House knows it. The White House wanted this deal. It was pretty clear to me they were going to do what it took to get to yes. I think the pay-fors, to be frank, are accounting gobbledygook. And I think it's going to, because, you know, there's this, we know that there's this hesitance to support any specific tax. So it's going to be hidden, and we'll have some IRS enforcement, and we'll carry the 2 and put the 3 and then call this investment, and we might get it back over here. There'll be public-private partnership. Look, they'll make themselves feel comfortable about this. The real pay for is going to come in the reconciliation when they probably raise the corporate tax rate from 21 to 25%. That's not to say that's going to directly pay for everything in here, but that will be the more specific pay for overall that'll happen. Look, the question I have on reconciliation is this. You know, Manchin and Sinema will agree to go to a reconciliation bill. That doesn't mean they've agreed to everything that's going to be in the bill. So one question I have is, Speaker Pelosi says she wants to see the reconciliation bill sent over. Fine. But it will be a framework. It will not be a guarantee that everything in there is going to pass because, by the way, memo to congressional leaders, and they know this, Manchin and Sinema aren't the only Democrats balking at this price tag. A lot of other Democrats that were standing behind the president there also don't like that price tag. So, look, reconciliation is going to happen, but it is not going to be $5 trillion. It's not going to be $4 trillion. I'd be surprised if it gets somewhere closer into that $3 trillion range or even lower.
And that reconciliation.
This doesn't fucking. This is so stupid. If there's a bipartisan bill that like everyone's voting on, then Sinema and Manchin could just like easily fucking not vote for the reconciliation. Just be like, sorry, it's not going to happen.
On a very concrete level, because that's something you heard President Biden focus on, right? The impact that this is going to have on people's lives where they live, because these kinds of things, roads, bridges, broadband, even in the bigger package, things like elder care, et cetera, do affect people's lives. Talk us through some of those real world impacts.
Well, look, I mean, you want to just talk about what we just saw happen in Washington, D.C. yesterday, a pedestrian bridge collapses, okay? We've got basic infrastructure fixes that need to be made. Why is Rob Portman in that deal? One of the bridge that connects northern Kentucky and Ohio and Cincinnati, they're desperate for a new bridge there. Drive around. I've taken my daughter to go look at Tulane. You drive around.
Oh, for the record, I forgot to mention this, but yeah, he did say, if this bipartisan deal is the only thing that comes to me, I'm not signing it. Like he said, he wants the reconciliation. I don't know how. I don't know if he'll cave on that or not. So we'll see what happens there. But yes, I saw the building that collapsed this morning in Miami.
That has their own issues with rivers, or what's happening in Louisiana, or what we know with Florida and climate resiliency that they have to do. So there's been a lot of chatter about this stuff. And now there's finally a package that's going to address it. And if you think about it, I mean, we just haven't updated these buildings and these bridges and these roads, in some cases, since the 50s and 60s. And they've been overdue. You have bridges that should have been taken down decades ago because they've already had enough traffic on them before they're deemed unsafe.
Chuck Todd with us here from our Washington bureau. Chuck, thank you. Significant news coming out of the White House today on a couple of different fronts. I want to thank Peter Alexander and Sam Brock as well as we wrap up.
Dude, our infrastructure is so dog shit, dude. Please, like, fucking please, dude. Like, give us bandwidth, give us better ISP service, give us, like, expand broadband, give us fucking high-speed rails. Jesus fucking Lord mercy. How do you... how do you do this? Like, how? I just don't understand how, like, Republicans can sit around and just be like, nah, we're not going to do it. Give me some fucking trains, dude. President Biden, if this is the only thing that comes to my desk, then I won't be signing it. Both bipartisan deal and reconciliation need to be passed for this to work. I mean, this is nothing then, I guess. It could be I haven't really thought about it too much yet. I mean, it just happened, so don't get mad at me. But it does seem like a decent tactical decision. Like, immediately on its face, it seems like it could be a decent tactical decision to just be like, yeah, I'll give you the bipartisan compromise, Jack, but then also you're going to have to do the fucking... Like, this is more so to push Manchin and Sinema and other like, supposed moderate fucking Democrats to be like, I'm giving you the bipartisan deal that you want, but then also you're going to have to actually do my infrastructure bill, like the rest of the infrastructure bill, in the form of the reconciliation. I have to climb telephone poles that are like 45-degree angle. Old internet infrastructure needs to be updated too. Yeah, absolutely. The House is not allowing the bipartisan bill to have vote on the bill if the reconciliation doesn't also pass at the same time. Yeah. He's showing the country he's bipartisan so he can get reelected. No, I like bipartisanship for as a matter of like improving your reelection chances is the dumbest fucking concept, dude. That's like literally no one cares about that. Like absolutely zero people are like, oh man, I really want bipartisanship. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. No, people care about getting better infrastructure. What is this? r/PCM doesn't like Hasanabi, apparently. No, seriously, how is he popular in leftist circles? I'm going to watch some leftist content to try to understand them. This guy is neither a good leftist nor a good human being. How are leftists listening to him? A useless nobody, then? He makes more money a day than most of us make in a year. He's unbelievably popular to the point of being the face of leftism on online debate sphere. Shame doesn't run his channel as a co-op. Oh, so he's a leftist Ben Shapiro, except dumb as rocks. Honestly, I like to think that I've heard of the face of leftism, but okay. Like, these guys are off left. Joke's on you. I've never seen this man in my life. He's the Ben Shapiro of the left. Wait, really? That's pretty cool. I mean, I love that people think I'm like as successful as Ben Shapiro is on the right. You know what I mean? DSM are Nazis, dog. Don't worry about them. Libertarian right. A retard leftist is pretty much the leftist stereotype that Republicans place on Democrats. Huh. It's not a compliment, dude. Political compass memes is straight cancer. It literally exists to make Nazis friendly. Yeah, I see that. Bans everyone speaking against them in chat. Whole chat instantly sides with them in any situation. Wins every debate against YouTube videos. While in contract with a company known for bullying its content creators. What is that? Which also shut down any and all ideas of the streamers unionizing and is a subsidiary of Amazon. He plays hourly ads to squeeze out even more cash. Preaches incoherent woke verses all day. Bans anyone who questions him, rejects debates, judges people by their drip. Hit the gym, bro. Fucking got me, dude. They nailed me. Yeah. Sounds like a fucking dripless nerd to me. Sorry, brother. You didn't have to use so many words to fucking say that you, one, never go to the gym, and two, have awful drip. Maybe you should hit the fucking gym and get better drip, you fucking nerd. Donations ads are kind of how Twitch operates. So yeah, last four are still valid though. Don't know about the wokeness one. Bans anyone who questions him, rejects debates, judges people by their drip, hit the gym, bro. The last four are valid. Proving his point of not being able to take criticism. What? I mean, I'm making light of it instead of like losing my mind over it. I think that's a pretty I think there is not a better way to take criticism than, than what I just did, which is laugh at it because it's not like a legitimate criticism. So I don't know what to say. I love this shit though. This is great. Lip Center, America deserve 9/11. Bitch, you deserve a haircut. Did he actually say that? Yep. No country deserves a terrorist attack, but that hair is actually pretty fine though. That hair is a terrorist attack. When I see subreddits like this, or when I see this much, this many sentiments about my stream from people who like very clearly watch it, but are like very upset, then I actually realize like maybe there are a lot more hate watchers in here than I realize. You know what I mean? You do get triggered easily. I mean, I don't get triggered over people saying stuff like, I don't get triggered over people saying that like, I don't know, that I'm fucking, like any of this stuff I hear every single day, like on a daily basis, routinely. None of that stuff bothers me at all. I think it's really stupid. It's not like real criticisms. What bothers me is when people are like racist. You know what I mean? Yeah, those trigger me. Or like things that upset me are usually things like leftists being annoying and people in my community being like over the top, overcorrective, like engaging in like really horrible practices that I want to see purged from the left. You know what I mean? Twitch forces has to be running every hour now. He just does it manually, make the stream better, like how TV does when you're not missing content when watching the ads. Damn, even the libertarian right guy is like on my side on this. It's funny though, like, here's what this shows me though. A lot of these like 4chan holdouts, off left, he looks like a F word. A lot of these like 4chan holdouts that are still like trying to keep the 2015, 2016 era like politics alive are very old now and they haven't updated their memes. And the only way I know that is because they still say like chunk yogurt and that like he denies the Armenian genocide, stuff like that. Like these are very like, this is like you're 35 years old, okay? Like no fucking Zoomer knows this shit anymore, okay? We've like moved way beyond the chunk yogurt TYT shit. So if your only frame of reference to who I am goes all the way back to like 2015 era memes, that means you're like 35, 36 years old and it's past you. You're past your prime on the internet and you can't even fucking meme. And you're just still in like a sad, pathetic circle on the internet where you're trying to like relive those glory days when like you really thought, there could be like, a robust white nationalist movement, It's pretty funny. Like, I find it great. Personally, I think it's like awesome that like these people still are around. Destiny's a pretty fun lib left guy who frequently gets in the fights with the lefties just as much as he frequently gets in the fights with the righties. Auth right. He's an absolute cunt, just like his Uncle Chunk Yogurt is perfectly fine with Islamic terrorism. He said America deserves 9/11. Yeah. Anyway. He's Cenk Uyghur's nephew. Says it all, really. Like, really? That's how people point to me now as like Cenk Uyghur's nephew, even at this point. Like, if you're still doing that, that means like your frame of reference is like way back in like 2016. Like that's where you're stuck. One day you guys will relive the glory days, boys, when you guys were killing it, I'm fairly certain he does this only for the puss. This guy is a sham. Yeah. I I became a political commentator on Twitch so that I could get laid, which of course backfired dramatically on me. Because now instead of getting laid, I just sit around and tell you that at the top of the hour there's a 60-second ad break. And tell you ways to avoid the 60-second ad breaks, you know, by subscribing. Either for $5 or for free. I never get laid. But at least you can avoid the ads, you know? You can subscribe for free with a Twitch Prime and avoid the ad breaks at the top of the hour. Here's a 1-minute ad break now. I agree with the Redditors now. Yeah, exactly. Hassan is good at converting you away from right-wing YouTubers by showing you how ignorant and stupid people like Ben Shapiro and Jordan Peterson really are. But as a commentator, he leaves a lot to be desired, in my opinion. He's an entry-level commentator. I think this was a fair assessment, to be honest. He's an entry-level political commentator. That's deliberate. I like to have fun. And I think that a lot of people who fancy themselves to be like intellectual giants on the internet are not fun at all. So if you don't like to have fun, then this is not the place for you. Being far left is when you don't like Hasanabi anymore. Yeah, and being super far left is when you realize like, oh shit, never mind. Actually, Hasanabi's pretty good. I've talked about this before. Everyone in this community goes through a phase where they're like, I used to be a reactionary shithead. Then I started watching some of the Hasanabi content and I actually started enjoying it and started seeing the world in a different way. Then I started exploring materials a little bit closer and dove into my segmented version of leftism. Then I went through a phase where I hated Hasanabi because he wasn't giving me enough. He was not giving me enough of what I wanted. I wanted him to constantly talk about the glories of the Soviet, the USSR, and how incredible it was that they were able to go from potato farmers to fucking, you know, beating America in the space race in such a short period of time. Like, why isn't he talking about this all the time? This is crazy. This is the first time I've actually recognized this reality in my life. So other people maybe never saw this or never heard of this. So like, why isn't he talking about that? And then you either just like become this like fringe weirdo, lost in the sauce, or you realize like, oh man, never mind. Actually, maybe I should just dial it back a little bit, especially considering that there isn't really a lot of like left, broad scope leftist content creators out there that cover the news in an entertaining way. So yeah. White mom on TikTok calls her baby crying white girl tears. Yeah, we'll look at that in a second. So, you just get caught up and triggered by the aesthetics. You are real superficial in certain areas. Otherwise, I love the content. Like what? The aesthetics that I get caught up in are aesthetics focused rad lib takes that are that cause like weird circling the wagon purity spirals that like are unproductive and stupid. So my only focus on aesthetics are usually to shit on aesthetics. Okay. Unless we're talking about crystal mommies, in which case, or, you know, Dua Lipa and stuff, in which case I love that aesthetic. All right. Let's get back to the infrastructure bill, boys. Okay, so this is... Look, I love Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. You guys know this. But this is perhaps the worst possible way to criticize this bill. Is like... Or this bipartisan coalition. The diversity of this bipartisan coalition pretty much perfectly conveys which communities get centered and which get left behind when leaders prioritize bipartisan deal-making over inclusive lawmaking, which prioritizes the most impact possible for the most people. Like, I mean, there is some truth to what she's saying, but like, the real issues with this fucking bill is not that like all of the people that are involved in this committee are white. The real issue with this bill is that like, you know, it's true, they are white, and it's certainly true that they do not give a shit about black and brown people, very clearly, okay? But the real issue and the real criticism of this stems from, you know, how watered down it is and how we ascribe value to bipartisanship purely for the sake of bipartisanship. According to Jeff Stein, here are some parts of the Biden jobs plan that appear to be out of the bipartisan deal. $400 billion in elder care, $200 billion for housing, $100 billion less for electric vehicles, and most notably, the tax hikes for corporations. White House is saying that they're going to work on a second reconciliation deal as a partner to this bipartisan compromise package. It could be an effective political strategy to be like, hey, you want a bipartisanship? Kirsten Sinema, Joe Manchin, you got it. Now you have to pass my fucking reconciliation bill that is going to feature tax hikes on corporations and tax hikes on the wealthy. So I do think that is like, it could be solid. I haven't really put a lot of thought into it beyond the immediacy. But my immediate inclination is that like this could be a solid strategy to motivate some of these centrist Democrats that are like moderate, even though it's like their own personal branding project for the most part. No, don't ever say it's watered down, but it's better than zero. It's only better. It's only not a bad idea exclusively because Joe Biden says he's going to pass it alongside a reconciliation bill that's going to feature all of the shit that they originally didn't want. This bill, separated from a reconciliation bill, is only there so that like Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema can shut the fuck up and like pass the reconciliation as well. Except Joe Manchin will easily blow up, I think, probably blow up the reconciliation bill. What? Secretary Mayor P getting to be the front man for some bipartisan legislation while Harris gets assigned a bunch of unsolvable problems, some real glass cliff stuff? I mean, I guess. I don't know. It could be deliberate. I don't think it's like a sexist POV, but I do think it's like... No matter what, we're going to get the most watered down bill and shit version of the bill that only fixes like 5 bridges and nothing else. We're doomed to the country's falling apart. I have absolutely zero faith in Biden going to go forward with reconciliation. I agree. But they did that already. So they can do it again.
This was legitimate.
Oh, this is what President Joseph Robinette Biden said in response to questions about worker shortages.
I'm not being critical of y'all. I really mean this. It was legitimate questions you're asking me. Asking me, well, you know, guess what? Employers can't find workers. I said, yeah, pay them more.
He did the fucking classic Biden lean-in technique too. I love that. The lean-in whisper. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I love that, dude. Just be as creepy as possible, dude. Creep people out while also putting a good left populist message out there, dude. I'm all... this literally hits my back walls, okay? I want Joe Biden to let his freak flag fly, which he's doing. I want Joe Biden to advocate for the working class, which he's doing here as well. Whether it's for aesthetics or not, it doesn't matter. This video captures everything I want from Joe Biden, okay? This is what I want from the Biden presidency. I want him to be fucking creepy, and I want him to side with the workers and say very obvious things that for some reason seem based and woke when a neoliberal Democrat says it, even though it's like literally the most obvious fucking answer. Yeah, it's great. This is everything that I want, dude. Fuck yeah. Okay. Here is the mansion on the $6 trillion price tag for Sanders is pushing for reconciliation. Who he has a hard time swallowing. Joe Manchin should just swallow my dick, dude. That's what he should
One's
swallow.
being held hostage to the other doesn't seem to be fair to me, but they're going to make those decisions. But we have to see what's in the other plan before I can say, oh, yes, you vote for this and I'll vote for that. That's not what I have signed up for. I want to sign up for what's in the plan that makes sense.
You said the six.
Motherfucker, you didn't sign up for shit. You signed up to be a fucking asshole. That's what you signed up for. You signed up for your own personal branding project. This is what these assholes treat the entire government as. Like, this is an opportunity for Joe Manchin to fucking talk about Joe Manchin, have people talk about Joe Manchin, act like Joe Manchin is at the forefront of the conversation, and maintain political posturing for the sake of political posturing so that he could just turn around to the billionaires and be like, look, I'm doing bipartisanship in the form of, hurdles.
$6 trillion price tag is too high.
Extremely, extremely high, okay, for us to take on that much debt. I don't know if there's that much pay for us. So I got to look at the pay for us. If they're working outside that envelope, they'd have to prove to me the need is there. Don't worry about it. Throw caution to the wind and just add more debt on. I have a hard time swallowing that.
So that's an important line. He said, I have a hard time swallowing it because Bernie Sanders, who chairs the Senate Budget Committee, is drafting a plan that could make it as high as $6 trillion to move a whole swath of Democratic priorities. And that's important for liberals who are not getting what they want out of this smaller plan, which is about $1.2 trillion over 8 years. So they want to, so Democratic leaders are saying, if you didn't get what you want in the small plan, throw it into the larger package instead. But in order to get the larger package through, they need to get moderates like Joe Manchin on board. But what you heard just there, he is not ready to sign on to what the Democratic-only approach just shows you the hurdles ahead as Democrats try to race this through, try to get something through as soon as next month, at least to start the process. But they got to convince their party to get behind it.
Oh, yes. Swallow my cummies, Joe Manchin. What is this? I'm an Antifa super soldier? What the fuck?
So, this is the Antifa super soldier.
Oh.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
This is the.
Okay, no shot. That's so funny. Why did they did that, right? Like, obviously, the fucking gun range doesn't have me as a target on there. They probably printed it out themselves, right? Because it has IAI on it too. Yeah, good luck. Good luck hitting that target, dude. It's not gonna happen. I have a fucking tiny gun range instructor is a Twitch frog. Oh, really? The guy training them is a huge Twitch viewer. Wait, I want to fucking go there then. What the fuck? What the hell? You don't? No, I do. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit if he's like some reactionary dude who like made me into a thing in the gun range. I think that'd be fucking great content. Giuliani lost his. Okay, you guys want me to fucking talk about this so bad, dude. Here.
Today it's my fellow Americans,
I gotta go
not
pee.
just my fellow New Yorkers.
Here, watch this.
As you may have heard recently, a few minutes ago, my father's law license was suspended by the New York State First Appellate Division of the Supreme Court. Now, the 5 judges that ruled on it, Judge Rolando Acosta, Judge Diane Renwick, Judge Sally Manzart Daniels, Judge Judith Gishi, and Judge Barbara Kaepernick. All 5 of them are Democrats, 3 of which were appointed by Andrew Cuomo. 5-0, ultimately. Democrats with 0 Republicans on there. Again, this is just unbelievable to see just how politicized all of this has become. I am infuriated by all of this, and any American that believes in an independent justice system, this is going after one of President Trump's closest allies. That's exactly what this is. And any American that doesn't believe that, they are just biased. This is unacceptable, and I stand by my father. He did everything ultimately by the book, and the fact that there would be this politicization in our Justice Department is disgusting. It is a cancer that needs to be cut out, and it needs to be cut out right now. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned. I'll have more statements later in the day.
Folks, this political attack against one of the nation's most important lawyers is absolutely unfathomable. We will not stand down, okay? We will not stand down. Absolutely unacceptable. I cannot believe that they are actually jealous of how fucking hot Rudy Giuliani is. So they decided to take away his fucking father's career. Rudy Giuliani's career and reputation. It's bullshit. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of hiding the truth from you. And I've tried, but I can't because he's so fucking hot. God damn, dude. He is so sexy. And everybody's just jealous of how fucking sexy he is, dude. Andy G went mask off. I mean, dude, his son is horrible. It's horrifying. He is horrifying to look at, dude. Yeah, what's in the bipartisan infrastructure deal? Here's an early look at the top 10 details. We already saw this. Are you ready for Mario Golf tomorrow? Why are there so many fucking Mario Golf fans out here? There's like fanatics. Yeah, you can't say that. Anyway. I heard it wasn't good. I mean, I don't really care. It's another baby game. I might play it. Who knows? Okay. So, it's not just that it's golf. It's a pretty sick party game. Okay, we'll take a look at it. I love children of rich dudes whose only purpose in life is to hype up their parent. They're so funny. I hope he gets the crumb of acknowledgement one day. Yeah. Well,
one of the things
here, let's watch what Biden had to say, and then I'm going to move on to CRT, the real issues facing American society, okay?
That
critical
we
race
agreed
theory
on infrastructure. We made serious compromises on both ends. There is, and they'll give you the numbers. But they did not, and I understand their position. Republicans and this group did not want to go along with any of my family plan issues, the child care tax credits, the human infrastructure that I talk about. And that we'll see what happens in a reconciliation bill in the budget process. If we get some compromise there, and if we can't, see if I can attract all the Democrats to a position that is there. But they're gonna move in a dual track, and that's all to say. But I want to thank each and every one of them. It's been, you know,
they're such ghouls, dude. I can't I actually cannot. He should have just fucking turned around and been like, hey, I'm giving you bipartisan you want, Jack. Now you got to fucking vote for my reconciliation bill, Jack. I'm looking right at you, Joe Manchin. I'm looking right at you, Kirsten Sinema.
A lot of us go back a long way where we're used to doing one thing. Give each other our word, and that's the end. Nobody questions it. They have my word. I'll stick with what they proposed, and they've given me their word as well. So where I come